All right, we are here in Southeast Asia. We are literally in Chiang Mai, Thailand, guys. This video, first off, I owe you guys an apology. I haven't really been making videos like that. The last 30 days of my life have been pretty crazy, to say the least. I've been backpacking Southeast Asia, and I'm currently in Thailand right now. And it's been pretty wild. So this video, I just want to give you guys an update, what's been happening. It's gonna be more like just a stream of consciousness is what I want this video to be. And I'm gonna be overlaying just some photos I've been taking and some videos I've been getting, and just what I've been documenting really in these last 30 days. So it should be pretty interesting. This video is just gonna be one for the books, let's say that. So I'm literally walking right now. I just had some amazing coffee. Thailand has some really amazing food, and I've been really indulging myself in some of the food, I must admit. So we're out here. Sorry if it's a little loud. I have the little mic connected right now. But the last 30 days, it's been a very unique experience in the sense that I didn't plan pretty much any of this, of like what's happening right now. Like, I came out here, a lot of this is brand new to me. This is, first off, if you're new to the channel, this is my first big trip, my first trip overseas. This is my first time, staying in a hostel, my first time away from like the family for a pretty extended amount of time. And I came out here with the intention of staying 30 days. So literally 30 days. I made the mistake of booking my flight to, and then my return flight as well. So if you're ever planning like a big backpacking trip, don't book your flight back home, long story short, because you're most likely gonna wanna stay longer than you anticipated. And that's basically what happened to me. And just to give you guys some transparency, I've been out here 30 days, and I'm extending my trip another 30 days. Check this out. This is sick. Crossing the bridge right now. But this is something I've always wanted to do, is basically travel the world, see new things, immerse myself in something new, and really push myself out of my comfort zone. And this is basically what I'm doing. And it's been very eye-opening, very much so a blessing to be able to live this type of life. And if you're on the fence, if this is something you've been thinking about, it's been on your heart lately to just get up and go travel, and you have the means to do it, this is a sign. Go do it. It's something that's gonna teach so much about yourself. You're gonna be put in situations that you're pretty uncomfortable, or you're literally I'm thousands of miles away from home. Came out here not knowing a single soul. I've made a lot of friends and met a lot of really cool people. And if I just was like, I don't know if I want to do it, I wouldn't have done it. So I'm gonna try to go somewhere a little quieter, guys. I know it's pretty loud, but literally, we're going under the bridge. I am a troll right now. Let me show you guys. It's like a little market down here. This lady just got in the water. We're gonna go on a little walk alongside the water. But I'm loving this. I'm loving this experience so much so that I extended the trip But it's literally like it feels like a game out here, like a video game server. Like I find myself in these just very interesting moments, you know, riding a scooter through mountain roads with people. Feels like Mario Kart. And I'm just out here vibing and seeing some of the most beautiful things ever. Like these people, you know, I by no means know everybody's whole story out here, all like the locals, but a lot of these people, you know, are just living their life. Oh, and they don't have like a lot of the stresses I feel associated with the Western way of living. You know, get a job, get money, blah, 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 which is cool. Don't get me wrong. You definitely need money to be able to experience some of these things. But it's just cool to see such a unique way of living. You know, I've been trekking in some of these jungles, and some of these people live in like these little villages, and they seem like pretty happy people. So it just goes to show that, what do you really need in this life at the end of the day? Like, what do you ultimately need? Do we really need all the excess? Personally, I want to dedicate more of my life to just experiencing things like this, to traveling the world, to literally being able to see just things like this. Like, it's absolutely beautiful out here. And you know, I was with a guy, a younger guy. He reminded me a lot of my younger self. And I'm 24, he was 18. We were smoking cigars. I'm a big cigar fan, and it was his first cigar. We were at the cigar lounge just talking, and I was kind of passing on the things I've learned, the mistakes I've made in life. And you know, I'm just thinking about the position he's in, you know, being able to experience this stuff at 18, that's insane. Like, time is everybody's biggest asset. And you know, there's so many like cultural just things that we should do, quote unquote, things that, you know, the path that's been laid, you know, by society as a whole. Go to university, go to college, get a degree, get a good job, you know, get married, have kids, kind of live and nothing wrong with that, by no means, nothing wrong with that, but like, it's not the only route, is what I'm trying to say. And seeing somebody 18 years old, traveling the world, that inspired me. And I'm like, man, this is what I want to do for the next few chapters of my life. And we kind of were like comparing it to going to college versus doing something like this, like an eye-opening experience. And you know, a lot of people go to college not really knowing exactly what they want to do, whereas I feel like doing something like this for 4 years, you're going to learn so much more about yourself, about the world, about people, you know, actual first-hand experience, first-hand knowledge, I think is invaluable compared to the latter, you know, sitting and getting lectured on how the world is different versus literally seeing it with your own eyes. So I thought that was a unique insight. And it's great, man. Like, this is life right here as I see it. And I try to live an interesting life. I always try to choose the outcome that yields the most, choose the path that yields the most interesting outcome. I think that is like what I strive for. You know, I think you learn, like these little kids, bro. I know y'all hear that noise in the background. Let me see if I can zoom in. But it's literally 2 little kids. Look at them, look at them, look at them. Watch this, watch this. Throwing these things in the water. I hope y'all can see that, but that's hilarious. 2 little kids playing with explosives. Fireworks. Like, only in Thailand, bro. Is my face track on? There we go. But yeah, let me get back to what I was saying. Why I came out here too. Obviously, if you're new to the channel, I love photography, and photography plays a big role in my, like, it's a big passion of mine. So coming out here, being able to share some of these moments, share some of these experiences with people through photography, that's been something I've been looking very much so forward to. And it's definitely pushing me as a photographer, trying to be better. I'm learning, like, it's not easy, you know? It may seem easy from the outset, but there's days where you're just like, damn, like, your battery is drained and you don't want to do anything, but you got to push yourself to get out there and go see some things, you know? This is everybody I've been meeting, like people that have, you know, fellow backpackers. Like, I didn't even know that this was a reality that you could really live. And I've met people that have been doing this for years, you know, just backpacking the world, literally packing a backpack with some of your most essential belongings, clothing, a computer, whatever you deem very valuable that you need, all in a book bag. Like, think about everything that you could pack in a book bag and just leaving your home for months on end. What would you take with you? And I definitely learned I took way too much. Like, I should have brought less. So you know, you live and learn. So my next backpack, like next year, this is basically the kickoff to my traveling bug, if you will. So my next trip, I'm definitely gonna be bringing a lot less with me. But with my photography in mind, I have definitely made the right choice in the gear that I'm taking with me. So the video I'm recording, or the camera I'm using to record this video right now, is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Phenomenal camera, super portable, super small, very inconspicuous. That's what I like. You know, if I'm pulling out like a big ass camera, kind of kills the moment if I'm with people. Whereas this is just like a super small package, nobody really cares about it. But it records amazing quality video and log. Definitely watch my video. Check out my video on the Pocket. It's a great camera. And then in terms of my photography camera, the Pocket is my video camera, and then my photography camera is the one and only Fuji X100VI. Great little camera, packs a punch. And something I've been wanting to definitely go down the rabbit hole when I get back home, and a thought that I had in mind before even coming out here was, with the photos that I do take, you know, some of my favorite photos that I take, I want to print my work out. You know, there's something about printing out your work, having it physically with you, and like just, you know, being able to hold and touch it is something I can't, it's hard to describe other than just doing it for yourself. And that's literally the same concept goes with traveling. It's like, I can say all these things about Thailand or wherever I go next or wherever I've been in the past, but there's nothing quite like actually doing it for yourself and seeing it for yourself. This is it's a raw experience. And you gotta, if you're on the fence about it, do it. Why not, you know? We have this one life that we get to live, that we're blessed to be able to experience. And I've done things in the past. You know, life is just ultimately about the choices you make, you know, what choices you're making right now. Everybody's literally making a choice. Every day we make choices. So the choices I made in the past have led me to this position right now of being able to take 60 days and go to a new country, which I'm super blessed, you know? Super blessed to be able to say that and do that. So make the right choices. And hopefully I continue to make good choices, so I'm able to continue to experience. It sounds like a war zone out here, y'all. Like, I swear we're not in a war zone. It's kids playing with fireworks. If you don't know, yesterday and tonight was the Lantern Festival. This is like literally the most touristy time in Thailand as a whole, but especially Chiang Mai. So I'm in Chiang Mai right now. It's like Bangkok is the city, like the New York of Thailand, and Chiang Mai is like it's definitely a city vibe, but it's not as super crazy, hectic, people everywhere, tourists everywhere. You definitely have your fair share, but it's way more laid back. So this is like a dialed back version of Bangkok, and a good spot to like set up shop. You could spend weeks out here exploring the city, and then literally within an hour's drive outside the city, you have some of the most beautiful hikes and trails, waterfalls, mountains, just so much to explore out here. So I spent a pretty, like, if we're looking at my trip in total, I've definitely spent the most time in Chiang Mai, and there's still so much I need to explore out here. But from what I have explored, it's been great. And I'm personally, like, I like the city life, but I'm definitely at heart more of a nature guy, and spending more time out in nature, that's definitely me. So I've been doing a few hikes and just, you know, kind of getting away from the city. Tomorrow I'm going to the floating pagodas tomorrow. It's about a 2-hour scooter ride. And that is another thing, guys. If you're out here, if you're planning to come to Thailand and you're in Chiang Mai, definitely rent a scooter. I know it may seem a little hectic from the outskirts, like looking at how these people drive out here. And then like a whole nother thing is, like, from my perspective, being in America, we drive on the right side of the road, and out here in Southeast Asia, or at least in Thailand, they drive on the left side of the road. So it doesn't take long. It didn't take me that long to, like, you'll figure it out. Like, you'll figure it out. That's like I was saying, like, you're out here, you gotta figure things out when you're traveling solo, when you're by yourself, what to do, where to go. And none of this has been planned. Like, the only thing I planned coming out here was my 4-night stay in Bangkok. Like, the only thing I booked prior to coming out here to Thailand was a hostel, 4 nights in Bangkok when I landed. And I was like, I'm gonna just have to figure it out as I go. And that's literally what I've been doing, is figuring it out as I go. But I must admit, like, this way of traveling, if you're staying in hostels, people will literally help you and, like, guide you onto, like, things to do, what they've experienced, what they recommend. And you just meet, like, I've met so many people just being at the hostels. They're like, hey, go check this out. You gotta go to Chiang Mai. Then I met people in Chiang Mai. They're saying, you gotta go to Pai. I went to Pai. I took a scooter, like a 3-hour scooter ride through, like, these most beautiful mountain roads up to a whole nother side of Thailand, like another little city, a little town. There's way more, like, low-key vibes in Pai. super hippie vibes, if that's kind of your thing. But yeah, like all of this is just very spontaneous in nature and very raw and just unfolds as the day happens. Like you'll wake up, I've woke up days and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do X, and then I meet people literally the morning of, and they're like, hey bro, you wanna join us on this hike? We're going to a waterfall. We're leaving in 20 minutes. And then you're doing that. It's like, things just happen. So if you're stressing, like, you know, I don't know what to do, I recommend staying in hostels. Hostels are just shared living spaces with people. You can get like a private room. I've had a few of those, or you can stay in like the dormitory. So it's like a big room that has multiple beds in it. And it's just literally where everybody sleeps. But it's literally the people that make this. So when you're in like in the common areas at like the lobby of the hostel, when you meet people, you know, just sitting down, people will come up to you literally and just, you know, start talking to you. So don't sweat that. Like if you're traveling solo, I recommend definitely stay in a hostel if you're trying to meet people. And then what's cool, like just the other night, people I met from the hostel, we all grouped up and we got like a nice Airbnb, hot tub, all that good stuff. And that's only possible, I would say, with staying in a hostel, you know, meeting these people. So all this is just very new. It's very, I'm loving it. It's very authentic. You know, learning about other people, learning about where people are from, their stories. People are from, you know, come here all from around the world. I have been meeting a lot of Europeans, people from the Netherlands, from Belgium, from all over Europe, Germany, which is really cool. And that's like a whole nother side of the map I want to explore. I do want to dedicate a chapter to backpacking Europe. I think that's gonna be super fun. Europe has a lot to offer. So many little countries in Europe that you can just hop around. So that's coming. Definitely be on the lookout for that, possibly next year. But yeah, I mean, I just want to give you guys like an update. This video, just raw, coming at you guys live. I tried to write like a little script for this video, but that didn't, I don't know. I think just coming straight from the heart is how I'm feeling. So I'm just following me. So yeah, it's been a unique experience. It's been so unique that I am extending this trip a whole nother 30 days. So this next 30 days, I'm still deciding if I want to go like to the other countries surrounding Thailand, because this is Southeast Asia. You have Laos, you have Vietnam, you have Cambodia, you know, the Philippines, all these like other countries, Singapore, Malaysia. There's so many countries like right around here that like most people do like a loop, if you will. And I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. I might. Still kind of up in the air about that. But I am about to definitely, if I don't do that, I'm going to go down south to the smaller like little islands near the beach, the beachy vibes, Krabi, Phuket, Phi Phi Islands, Koh Tao, hit like all those little islands down south. But I have 30 days, so we'll see. You know, there's moments where you kind of miss, like what's the biggest thing that I miss about being home? I love this, don't get me wrong, but there's moments you're like, damn, you miss home. You miss the familiarity of the certainty of being home. Like, out here is very random and spontaneous, and I guess you kind of get in that thought process of that, like just the familiarity of when you're at home. Like I had a routine. Not that you can't have a routine out here, but it's kind of hard to have one when you're like just always on go. So I do miss that. You know, you miss your friends, you miss your family. That definitely comes with it. But, you know, you embrace that feeling. That's what I'm coming to learn. And keep trucking along. So just huge shout out to everybody back home, my family, my friends. Love y'all, miss y'all definitely. But I'll see y'all, you know, I'll definitely see y'all again. I do owe my mom a little apology. I told her I'd definitely be home for Thanksgiving, but I came out here and I was supposed to go home for Thanksgiving, but I was like, you know, I'm gonna have to stay a little longer. So I am coming home for Christmas, but I will be missing my first Thanksgiving. So Mom, I love you, but it'll all be worth it in the end. So with that, guys, I think that'll do it. I think that was a little update. I gotta get a haircut out here. I can't be looking too rough. I just met a fellow brother out here. I was like, bro, where do you get your haircuts? This man, he said he's been living out here for a couple months, and he got him like a little apartment. I was like, that's so sick. Like, just think about that. This is so just unique. So yeah, hopefully his barber gets me right. Anywho, hopefully you guys like this video. Just wanted to get something out on the splash to YouTube. If y'all made it this far, I definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in, for sticking in with me. I know I didn't upload for the last few weeks, but I can definitely do videos like this where it's kind of, you know, just me and the camera, not too much editing. It's just hard to like really sit down and edit like a long video. But definitely when I get back home, you know, I'm gonna get back into my routine of things, and I do want to produce like a beautiful like film about this. So that's coming later down the line. Anywho, I don't want to drag this one on too long. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, and definitely be on the lookout for what's to come on this trip right there. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.